Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 17th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I use the energy of divine love to alchemize everything. I think that we should take that energy mantra and use it through this week because we've got a really interesting week ahead. We have Mercury retrograding back into Scorpio this week. We actually have the sun finishing up in Scorpio this week and moving into Sagittarius. That's going to be on Friday. We're deep in the dark of the moon with a new moon coming in on Wednesday, Thursday. And then we have some really strong mental energies working us with the sun and Mercury kazemiing. It's a verb now. And we also have Mercury and Uranus opposing each other. And there's some more stuff and some grand trine water energy. Just that. It's just a lot. So let's remember the energy of divine love and use that and surround ourselves with it for whatever is showing up. How did you like the weekend scopes? I'm a little back and forth about it, but overall, I felt good about it. I am going to do the giveaway today. I'm going to do that at the end. I have my phone here with all the names in, so we'll do that. But let's dig into Monday's Astro to start. So we are bridging the Grand Trine water from Sunday into Monday. We have the exact Sun-Saturn trine happening early in the morning. And this energy can feel a little heavy, and it's definitely a little karmic. I actually feel like this week is a really heavy karmic cleanse weekend. I wanted to start singing Karma Chameleon when I said that. Karmic cleanse weekend. And funny enough, my little oracle card is definitely about cleansing. So be aware of that. You may have weird stuff come up. I had like a Hunger Games with dogs kind of dream last night, and I do feel like it's clearing some of these really intense energies that are out in the world, but also potentially really deep, weird energies that have happened over lifetimes. That's kind of the blur of this time and all of this watery energy, specifically Neptune and Saturn in the final degrees of Pisces. Now, I do want to make you aware on Friday, we are going to have the sun trining Neptune. So I think this week is going to have a very watery, very, very, very deep watery feel to it, especially with the moon moving into Scorpio today and us getting closer to that new moon energy, but having us in the darkest depths. I'm hearing like pirate songs in my head right now. So it's a lot. Well, even just look at the top of the cards. We have the past lives card. If you are experiencing the heaviness of this Sun-Saturn energy with Jupiter still feeding in, even though it's not exact, these energies are going to be working together all this week for sure. Again, call in the power of divine love. Surround yourself, like literally see glowing energy. You can make it whatever color you want. Coming out of your heart and surrounding you. And whatever the situation is, divine love is powerful. So just keep that in mind for this. But that being said, you may come up with some weird old things that need to be moved through. One of the cards we also have is the receptivity card, and the receptivity card is just like the guest house that I read. I think it was in Sunday's scope. Being receptive to these emotions that need to move through. Moon is finishing up in Libra the first part of the day, and we'll be making a square to Jupiter. And Jupiter is part of this grand trine water. Again, it might throw us out of the Libra balance. And keep in mind, you don't have to hold on to the perfect. You don't have to hold on to the balance. You have to let yourself feel your way through these energies. Now, that is happening fairly early in the morning. You might wake up into it. It might not be the most comfortable wake-up feeling. Allow yourself to move through it and remember how to come back to your center. And remember, it's not bad to fall out of center. This is how life moves. It's in a flow. If it's rigid and stagnant, that's not going to be good ultimately. So remember that. In the afternoon, we have Mercury and Pluto moving into a connection. So this is interesting. We have Mercury in Sagittarius retrograding. Like I said, it's going to be shifting actually tomorrow back into Scorpio. Not till tomorrow evening, but it's winding up its process in Sagittarius right now. It's connecting to Pluto. Now, these cards are just so great. One of the cards I have is the New Vision card. And this always feels like such a Sagittarius card because even though this person is like not taking aim, that's what I always feel when I see it. Like it's such an archer position, which I would appreciate as a Sagittarius, right? So this might be a time to notice where your mental energies are sucking the life out of you, or where they're giving you new life, where you're stuck in old beliefs that disempower, and how you can empower yourself. Now, part of empowerment is also not being afraid to look at whatever you need to look at, to think about whatever you need to think about, like not to hide the things, to kind of face it. That's part of the energy, but knowing, again, you have the power of alchemy, you have the power of new vision. These might be some icky thoughts. Got this energy. It might be fearful. A lot of times these late swords cards are actually fearful energies. And having the moon move back into Scorpio just a little bit after that, the moon moving back. Okay, it's coming around, Mimi. Not moving back. The moon moving into Scorpio, but Mercury moving back into Scorpio in just a few days. This might be prep for what's to come. I also have the politics card, and this is a card that's a reminder, like, you don't have to be fake, but you can take where you're at and build from it and find the light and seek for the light. This energy, I feel like, is a call to empower and shift your mind. And again, calling in divine love to ask for support in this process. How can I see this from a place of divine love? How can I call in divine love to this situation that feels so intense? That is going to be helpful. Moon moving into Scorpio at 1:44 p.m. Might have a little dip in the day as we go through that void moon energy. But interestingly enough, the first connection that the moon in Scorpio makes is a square with Pluto. So we have these two Plutonic colonics happening when it comes to our mind and emotions. So just know this stuff may bring up the fears, the ick, the guilt, if it's that, your nightmares, any and all of that. But this is the stuff that's coming up, the feels that are coming up, these energies that are coming up, they're coming up to be alchemized. This week is huge for that. I can't tell you like how much this is going to be for that. So again, we've got past lives. This is actually the moon card. So again, there might be some emotional things, but this really might be energies moving from deep beyond this time. The politics card, don't be fake. Don't put on a mask for it. Be willing to face this energy, but no, you can alchemize it. You can shift it. But sometimes we have to look at it at face value. Be receptive to the energies. And no, I hear the Michael Jackson song. It's time to make a change. So, woo, okay, let's do the giveaway. I was like, oh, don't forget it. Okay, so I put it in an app. My phone says 555. Love that. The clearing giveaway. We are going to spin the wheel. And thank you, by the way, for putting your names, because that was very helpful. Ta-da! Kathy Westfall, you won. So please contact me within the next 2 days for your clearing, and we will set that up. You don't have to do the clearing right away. You just need to contact me, because if I don't hear from you, I will give it to somebody else. So that's it for today. You can book a reading. You can book a clearing. And beyond all this, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And may your guiding light be strong. Know that you can trust the process. Namaste.